Set to pass. Blue Eyes Trap it is. What is going on, guys? This is Miasin. This is gonna be an insane Phantom Knight Handloop combo video and deck profile, not created by me, but by a viewer by the name of Aza YGO VTuber. So if you're watching this, huge shoutouts to you, my guy. And if you want me to showcase your combos, deck profile, whatever, make sure you send it to me in the Discord server in the decklist submission channel. Link will always be in the description box below. And before you start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe, and also check out my Instagram account, Yasin656YGO, because I actually upload kind of sneak peeks of my upcoming videos before they actually go on YouTube. So if you want to have like an idea of what I'm going to upload next, Instagram is definitely the way to go. But anyways, let's get into combo number one. So tour guide plus literally any Phantom Knight monster, just any. It doesn't have to be Silent Boost, obviously, because you are going to be accessing this card in the combo, and the rest of the hand is 100% irrelevant. We're not going to be using the Kagemusha Knight, but obviously if you have Kagemusha Knight and other extenders, the combo is probably going to be a little better. Anyways, tour guide into what monster? Haha, Doom Dog Orcthros. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add one level 8 Fiend type monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Now, this doesn't matter because even though it is once per turn, we're not actually trying to loop it. We only need one specific search, and we're going to be searching a really terrifying card. So if you don't know already, this is going to be a shock for a lot of people, but some people already kind of have an idea of what this card can search. And outside of this context, it can still search really dangerous cards. So yeah, now we're going to make Cherubini, and we're gonna get our search. And the card that we are searching is Sky Scourge Norlaris, so level 8 Dark Fiend. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by removing from play one light fairy type monster and 3 Dark Fiend monsters in your graveyard. And then the effect on the field, get ready for this, you can pay 1000 light points to send all cards on the field and in both players' hand to the graveyard, then you draw one card. So it's pretty much the effect of Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End before the errata, which is absolutely disgusting. So now we're going to be playing with that Cherubini. The rest of the hand is kind of irrelevant. So graph effect, summon the Seer, and then make the Rusty Krusty Krab, and then revive back the Seer with the, well, revive back the Cherubini rather with the Seer, and then Rusty effect, send the Ancient Cloak, set the Shea Brigandine, and then search that Silent Boots. So that's why the other Silent Boots in the hand didn't have to be a Silent Boots. And now we're going to be special summoning that Silent Boots, and then flip the Shea Brigandine, because we have no trap cards in the graveyard, so you can use this card the turn it was set, which is really, really cool. One of the only trap cards that actually acts aggressively like that, because usually trap cards are cards that you use on your opponent's turn, but there are a few cards like Evenly Matched, Imperm, etc. that are like nice like that. Anyways, now we're going to make Artifact Dagda. Now you might be thinking, well, are you playing artifact cards? Not really, but this is going to be the Light Fairy that's going to be the banished target for the Sky Scourge Norlaris. And now we're going to be using the effect of the Silent Boots in order to search the Fogblade, which is a card that we actually wanted this card with the Sky Scourge Norlaris. And now we're going to make the Double Bite Dragon, and we're going to be banishing Doom Dog and the 2 Burning Abyss monsters to summon the Sky Scourge. And now we're obviously going to be using the effect, so pay 1000, everything goes to the grave, and we draw one card. Now the Double Bite is unaffected by monster effects, including yourself, so it doesn't actually get sent by your own Sky Scourge Norlaris, which is extremely important. So that's why this card was played, so huge shoutouts to you again, Aza, for featuring this insane play. And now we're going to be using the effect of Fogblade, revive back that any Phantom Knight monster, doesn't have to be Silent Boots again, and now make Anaconda, pay 2k, summon Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, and it doesn't matter if you have to discard your whole hand, because next turn you're going to be drawing 2 cards with that Celestial combo with a Dasher, which is absolute insanity. And on top deck mode, when your opponent only has 1 card, Phoenix Enforcer is absolutely game. There's nothing your opponent can do at all. It's really terrifying, and of course there's just no way in hell you're losing next turn. You already have so many cards and your opponent is still stuck on 1 card only. So that's it for combo number 1. Let's get into combo number 2. Alright, so it's really similar, but instead of having a Phantom Knight monster in the opening hand, we have absolutely nothing, and then we're just going to be top decking an extender, just to show you that Tour Guide alone already does 99% of the job. Well, Tour Guide is a 1-card hand loop, that's for sure. You still need that second extender, that additional card that you can summon afterwards, if you want to be able to, let's say, have the ability to make the Anaconda at the end, because otherwise, if you're just hand looping, you won't be able to get that Celestial in the grave ASAP, so that is kind of an issue. And also, drawing Celestial and Dasher in your opening hand, not the greatest, because you really don't want to be hand looping these cards, even if you draw like an extender after that, without 1 draw from the Sky Scourge Norlaris, you're still going to be all good in the hood. And also, the effect of Dasher is randomly pretty important. It was really nothing super new or exciting for this combo, but still something that you have to keep into consideration, because if you don't have, well, if you draw an extender with the Sky Scourge, then the Fogblade, instead of keeping it in the hand so you can discard it with the Sky Scourge, you can set it as an interruption. This is probably going to not be super necessary. Anyways, now let's jump into the deck profile. Alright, so for the deck profile now, 1 Sky Scourge and Orleras, the 2 Destiny monsters, obviously the Artifact Scythe, which isn't necessary, but at the end of the day, since we're already playing Dagda for the Sky Scourge, because it has to be a light fairy that you banish, well, you know what, might as well. But obviously, even if you don't play the Scythe, it still has that utility. And then triple Torn Scales, triple Silent Boots, the String Greaves, why not play another extender, 1 Ragged Gloves, double Cloak, interesting, triple Kagemusha Knight also allows you to chain block Tour Guide. A lot of people think that this doesn't work because it misses timing, which is not true. It only misses timing if Tour Guide is normal summoned on Chainlink 2 or higher, which literally never comes up. Like, you literally have to use a quick play spell card that summons Tour Guide, and I can think of maybe like 1 card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That does that. So anyways, Danger Orochimaru, interesting that Jackalope is not played, but I guess it makes sense because if you draw both, then the Jackalope, if it gets sniped, it's not the best, whereas Tsuchinoko, it doesn't rely on you having other danger monsters in your deck, and the Nessie wouldn't really be good because it's level 7 and you really want level 3 monsters for that Cherubini, so I definitely understand the logic behind only playing Tsuchinoko as your danger monster. And then the Doom Dog, of course, 3 Burning Abyss monsters, because if you draw one of them, you kind of want to have a Libic in your deck if you still want to be able to do the full combo, because sometimes they are bricks, but if you don't, then you never have to go into Libic. The card is just here in case you don't draw ideal. Anyways, the 2 Psychic monsters with Italy, of course, free extenders, because they are extenders if you draw them, or if you draw Emergency Teleport, so it's always the same thing. Ghost Ogre is also a card that you can summon off of Italy, so a card that you can flip on your opponent's turn to summon Ogre on your opponent's turn to Ogre your opponent, which is actually pretty interesting. A lot of people don't really think that way, but yeah, Ghost Ogre is pretty nice. 3 Fusion Destiny with Call by the Grave, Reinforcement of the Army, double Imperm, interesting because it kind of conflicts with Shade, but it's not the end of the world. And then yeah, of course that one Shade, triple Fogblade, and Imperial Order. So that's it for the main deck. And for the extra deck, 1 Destiny Hero Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, Zeus, Evil Sword Nightmare, 1 card that you can actually summon under the Dark Lock that Break Sword puts you into when it gets destroyed and revives back 2 Phantom Knights from your graveyard. And it's a rank 4, obviously, because, well, the 2 Phantom Knight monsters that you revive back with Break Sword, their level are increased by 1, so it is important that you get to play like 1 rank 4 Dark. Evil Sword Nightmare, pretty good card. It's a double interruption. It is not once per turn. It Book of Moons, you know what, why not? And also I think even if your opponent special summons like 5 monsters in one shot, you can still Book of Moon everything. So it's not like in Sun Blue Robin, which only bounces back 1 monster when your opponent special summons a bunch. Yeah, against Pendulum Summons, Evil Sword Nightmare is nuts. And yeah, double Break Sword, Leviair, great card, access code, Appaloosa, Unicorn, Rusty, Dagda, Double Bite Dragon, Masquerena, Cherubini, and Anaconda. So what I really like about this extra deck is that it's not a gimmicky extra deck at all. You don't really have to play like too many wacky cards. Like the only sketch card, quote unquote, would be Double Bite Dragon, but the Artifact Dagda makes sense when you are committing to that 1 Artifact Scythe. Again though, you don't have to play it, but if you want to, since you're already playing Dagda, go for it. And for the side deck, triple Token Collector, so you're ready for Sword Soul, and Brave Token when it comes out, then 3 Joel and Logbird, pretty good against most combo decks. Double Lightning Storm, triple Forbidden Drop in case you draw it for turn, or the hand traps are just not enough. It's good against a lot of decks, but at this point I think Dark Ruler No More would probably be better. Sometimes the Forbidden Drop can be expensive, but sending Phantom Knight monsters is not super neggy, so I'm a big fan of Forbidden Drop, honestly. And triple Twin Twister, same logic, and it doesn't really lose to anti-spell, but who's siding anti-spell against you? So that's one thing about Twin. I think I would probably be playing evenly, so you play around King of the Sky Prison, which is pretty dangerous, and that 1 red reboot is absolutely perfect, so I wouldn't change that either. But what I would maybe change, maybe the Lightning Storm for evenly, and Token Collector, I think 2 is enough. Overall, fantastic deck list, very nicely done again, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also check me out on Instagram. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.